However, other than that, keep on keeping on. I still post it for you to read it. But if you want to be able to like, and not in a video, pull it up, whatever, like that's where you would get it. But yeah. Can Ahmad help me with Discord, please? Can Ahmad reach out to Angie Dar? And then we have the DV protective order. What happened with this? Or that says respondent. So did someone, it says dismissal without trial.
Yeah, so that was my ex-husband. He was at work and I went to go pack while he was gone. And he showed up as I was packing and he locked the fucking door of the bedroom that I was in. And he got charged.
No, we are not friends anymore.
With, I don't know what it's called, but hang on, give me a minute, okay?
No, you're fine. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Hang on.
No, you're fine. Take your time.
Well, let me pause. I'll be right back.
Not defending Bree, but Bree did. No, I agree. Bree didn't have those charges. Also, make sure y'all follow me on this account. For instances like this. If there's those of you that are subbed, which, yeah, her hubby was there listening. That's not the goal. I just wanted to be a jerk because of what Rudy and them did. If you want to comment and you have, I would assume the only people that would sub are people that actually support. I'm going to turn the sound bites back on if y'all want them. Please feel free to comment your questions if there's anything else you need me to ask or want me to ask. Yeah, it's difficult to relive these things. This is not easy. This is not, I mean, I gave the same grace to Rudy when I discussed her son named Alan. Hello.
Hey, Kaylee.
Hi there.
I'm sorry. That's really, so people are bringing up her ex-husband before me. I am her husband.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you as well. So people are bringing up her ex-husband right now. So what people are asking about on a particular charge that she received is from her being locked in a room by him.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Her name is Rudy.
No,
you're fine. Me too, buddy. Turn me up.
Military service, super deaf, hard of hearing. So the charge that people are bringing up, that's, what is it? It's malicious damage or something like that. He had locked
we didn't
her in
even
a room
find that charge.
where her son.
So that means she was charged with that.
And she basically had to kick
This is irrelevant to this case, to be fair.
Her child. And then when irrelevant to damage to the door, so they charged.
This is irrelevant to this case. Okay, I don't know what.
Yeah, so he was in the other room. She says she was locked in. To me, it kind of seems like it's possible that he was trying to keep her away from the what's it called? The baby. Kayl1e? He don't look like a cop to me. I think he's in the military. He looks like Napoleon. Oh my God, stop it. Can't she get charged now with perjury for like, I don't know, it's already done with, so you can't technically be tried again. Man bun in the military.
When she had her surgery to remove her AVM, which she's talked about on her homebody hideout page before. When she had the surgery to remove the AVM, DV was involved, which reopened the incision that she has on the side of her head, which caused scar tissue.
Idaho dropped the ball again.
Her brain, which caused her epilepsy. So she does not like to talk about.
It's difficult, and I specifically told her to take breaks if she needs to take breaks because this is not easy.
Hey, Joe. And because stress like that is a trigger for epilepsy.
Thank you, Bethany.
She, had to come down and talk to me for a second. I was like, you know what? I can put that out there for you because, I know what you went through because I was there for you and everything.
Thank you, Hufflepuff.
And we've had those discussions before. I know that she doesn't like to talk about that particular person because it was a very difficult time of her life. And, nobody likes to talk about.
No, well, it's triggering.
That had to go through.
I'm sure she probably suffers from PTSD. Appreciate it. It was nice to meet you.
Okay, sorry, I had to go cry for a second. So we got some of that story wrong.
I love you.
I was held in a room as I was packing my son's stuff. I was held, he locked the door and I did have to kick the door down. I don't know if I was charged with malicious. I think that's I don't
just
know,
see
but
it just says
I turned the sound
protective
bites off.
order, so they
Y'all said it was too much, so I turned it off so y'all could hear it. And I tried to turn it up so y'all could hear
it
better.
was on him. He had
okay.
it was a protection order from me, for me.
Okay,
Or
that's
for
what
both of us or something. I don't know. But no, so I got out of the room. He had my keys and everything, and he smacked me in the face, and I grabbed the first thing that I could grab at the time. And to my right was a knife.
Okay.
I grabbed the knife, and as he was running, I threw it at him. Did it get him? No. But after I got my keys from him, I grabbed my keys from him, snatched them from
Malicious
him,
injury,
and
not
he pulled out his phone.
destruction.
He's like,
Where
"Oh,
did
I'm
she say
recording you,
that?
you're crazy." And I was like, all right, well, record this. And I tackled him. But no, I didn't get charged with DV. If anything, it was for the malicious injury. But yeah, y'all, I'm a crash out, all right?
Hey, same. It happens. Listen, it's called reactive abuse. So just to be clear, that is a thing. I'm sorry that you're having to relive this. And I'm sorry that it is, I know it's difficult.
Definitely
I would want to
needs,
have to relive my DV situation. So I do understand how difficult that is. All right. So none of that even matters at this point. You weren't charged with DV. So let's just, okay, cool. Whoa, y'all found some old charges on that. Let's talk about the only other thing that is really pertinent that they want to harp on, the lewd conduct with child under 16.
I think he's still in the military.
Charge that was dropped to a misdemeanor. So do you want to explain this situation?
So I'll explain it as much as I can without outing a name or anything. I got drunk one time, and I went to my friend's house, and she gave me Kayl1e to go to sleep, and it completely knocked me out. I woke up to my friend screaming at her son, and during that time, her son was pulling his pants up. From that, I don't know what happened before that. I don't know. All I remember is going to her house, and she put me in a separate house, like a mother-in-law house. Put me there, and I was the only one in that whole fucking building. Because I'm a snooper, you put me in your house, I'm gonna see what the fuck you're up to, because I want to know what you got going on. So I know for sure I was the only one in that house, and she came while I was in the house. I could not sleep, I was just being drunk, and she gave me her Kayl1e. I woke up to him pulling and it's not a traumatic story for me because I was knocked out. I don't remember much. Yes, I know. Other than what color his underwear was and that he had a belt on, no shirt, and his mother was screaming at him. And then his mother...
Did it ever mention that he was shirtless? So that's a different charge that they're talking about finding on the floorboard. Yeah, he had sweatpants on, no belt.
Ended up reaching out to my mom because it was being turned as if he raped me, which yes,
Hold on.
keys from him. I grabbed my keys from him, snatched them.
No, I don't care about you trying to stab him.
From that, I don't know what happened. But anything, it was for the malicious injury. But yeah, y'all, I'm a crash out, all right?
It was for the malicious injury. Y'all were right.
Son was pulling his pants
So
up.
I wonder
From
if she
that,
took
I
a
don't know what
plea
happened
on
before
that
I
too.
don't know. All I remember is going to her house, and she put me in a separate house, like a mother-in-law house. Put me there.
A separate house, guys. A mother-in-law house. She was in the downstairs apartment on the couch.
And I was the only one in that whole fucking building. Because I'm a snooper, you put me in your house, I'm gonna see what the fuck you're up to, because I want to know what you got going on. So
In the
I know
whole
for sure
building.
I was the only one in that house, and she came while I was in the house. I could not sleep, I was just being drunk, and she gave me her Kayl1e. I woke up to him pulling and it's not a traumatic story for me because
she's saying that the mother...
I grabbed the knife, and as he was running, I threw it at him. Did it get him? No.
Hold on.
But
all right. So none of that even matters.
I gotta
at
hear
this
it
point.
again.
You
I'm
weren't
sorry.
charged with DV. So let's just, okay, cool. Whoa, y'all found some old charges on that. Let's talk about the only other thing that is really pertinent that they want to harp on.
Mom gave her the pill, is what she's saying, right?
lewd conduct with
No,
child
the
under
pill
16.
in the car
So
was
that
from a
felony
different
charge
thing.
that was dropped to a misdemeanor. So do you want to explain this situation?
So I'll explain it as much as I can without outing
This is a completely different scenario.
anything. I got drunk one time, And I went to my friend's house, and she gave me Klonopin to go to sleep, and it completely knocked me out.
She went to her best friend's house, and they gave her the Klonopin.
I woke up to my friend screaming at her son.
She woke up to her friend. So her best friend was the mom.
And during that time, her son was pulling his pants up. From that, I don't know what happened before that. I don't know. All I remember is going to her house, and she put me in a separate house. Like,
wait, I also want to clarify. Did she say a Klonopin or some Klonopin?
I know it's difficult. It sucks. I wouldn't want to have to relive my DV situation, so I do understand how difficult that is.
I know, right?
All right. So,
wait, was the mom 43 years old?
Charged with DV. So let's just. Okay, cool. Whoa, y'all found some old charges on that.
She said A.
The only other thing that.
Explain it as much as I can without outing a name or anything. I got drunk one time, and I went to my friend's house, and she gave me Klonopin to go to sleep, and it completely knocked me out. I woke up to my friend screaming at her son, and during that time, her son was pulling his pants up.
So she didn't say a Klonopin. She said Klonopin. So we need to listen to if she says a or like later on, because I know she says it again. Yeah, she did say she doesn't do rugs because of her one kidney, but she did in this instance.
From that, I don't know what happened before that. I don't know. All I remember is going to her house, and she put me in a separate house, like a mother-in-law house. Put me there, and I was the only one in that whole fucking building. Because I'm a snooper, you put me in your house, I'm gonna see what the fuck you're up to, because I want to know what you got going on. So I know for sure I was the only one in that house, and she came while I was in the house. I could not sleep. I was just being drunk, and she gave me her Klonopin. I woke up to him pulling and it's not a traumatic story for me because I was knocked out. I don't remember much. Yes, I know. Other than what color his underwear was and that he had a belt on, no shirt, and his mother was screaming at him. And then his mother ended up reaching out to my mom because it was being turned as if he raped me, which yes, essentially sure what it is, but his mother reached out to my family and was like, oh, I'll tell.
His mother reached out to her family, which is weird because the detective said that he talked to Heather's mom, and Heather's mom said that she said she was great. But in the police report, she said she has not prescribed it.
Tell the truth if you give me this amount of money. And I said, absolutely not. I'll take the charge. I can take the charge. I'm an adult. He's a child. His frontal lobe. And no, I'm not saying grape is okay, you guys. I'm not saying that.
It sounds like that's what you were saying, though. I'm going to be honest. Because either way you flip this, either you were a predator for this child, or he's a predator because he hunted you down outside in a totally different house in the dark, in the middle of the night. He snuck in while you were sleeping and he raped you. And you allowed a predator go. So either way, I just think you suck.
But all I could think was he's a child. He's not, his brain isn't fucking fully developed. So I gladly.
Your brain wasn't fully developed.
So how old were you when this happened? In 2000, I think it said you were 22. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
How old was this kid?
At the time, I have no idea, honestly. I couldn't tell you.
I got no idea how old that kid was. None. Hey, but yet the day before she said when he turns 18, he is free game. Wait, what? There's a Facebook post from him at 13 years old and her at 19 years old? I'm going to need to see that.
What his exact age is or was.
Okay. She Bill Clinton, y'all. So I would assume the person was under 16.
Stop.
So you said Klonopin. What did you take? Why did you take that?
She gave it to me.
Just because?
Yeah.
So did you regularly do pills at that time?
Nope.
Okay. So it was just like kind of a one-time thing and she had it?
Like I dabbled in rugs when I was younger. I was a curious bitch and I dabbled in rugs, obviously, but pills, I never dabbled in pills other than like that triple C stuff.
And to be clear, this was over a decade ago, y'all. I just want to be clear on that part of this. But it's also not easy to talk about the things we've done wrong. I do understand that. So you took so you just took it because you just knew Klonopin was a funsy type thing. You know what I mean? It's for anxiety.
I didn't even know what it was
until
her niece told me what she gave me.
Okay.
Told her niece. So she got it from the mom. And then the niece told her what she gave her. She just took it. She said, I'll just take that. And yeah, she had a conviction for what she said was pill. Yeah. No, I don't do pills. I just take random ones.
Okay, so it wasn't your friend that gave it to you? It was your niece?
I am friends with that whole family till this day. Actually, that person's cousin was just at my house not too long ago for a month, and he.
Just because you're still friends with them doesn't mean that you didn't have smex with a minor. Even if they said they wanted to, they cannot legally consent, and you're gross.
He is a child. If y'all want to call me a PDF, why do people try, like, I don't know, why would that?
I don't know why they sent another minor from their family to your house. I don't know why they did that. Regina, is that true that a minor from this family came and stayed with y'all? Kira, thank you so much for that subscription. We are so close to 400. I appreciate you, ma'am.
That person's family send their kids to my house. That's just something I need to get cleared the fuck up.
So
everybody knows what it was, but me personally, I've never came out and said what it was until I actually said what it was tonight. But
yeah.
No,
How did the police get involved with this?
The cousin called and told him that I was passed out.
So
she doesn't even cuss correctly. She calls it text mail too. I don't like it.
They called.
And to be honest, I think that it was a cousin who called. I am about 99% sure it was a cousin. It might have been the mom, but the cousin told me the next day that she called the police and told them what
like called and told them that y'all had that whatever that he was caught with.
No, she called and told him that her cousin raped me.
Okay, and then
she called and told him that, dude. She definitely called and told him that 100%.
So how did it turn to it being your fault? Like that you. So you told the police that?
I straight up told the police that, yes, because it was
immediately told the police
for grape or me being looked at.
It was never him being looked at. Ever.
Whatever. I didn't even know at the time what it would be looked at. I didn't care because it was this child's life, the future of this child's life. So I did not care what it was going to be looked at.
So I'm trying to gather thoughts because it's a lot. And it's a lot for you too.
This shit I'm fine talking about. It's the whole my ex-husband shit.
Yeah.
That shit I cannot talk about because I went through so much with him, and it's very, very an emotional topic with him.
How long? I mean, so this was your friend's son.
Did Regina say anything?
What does
I missed it. What did Regina say?
So the mother reached out to me in 2018 asking me to do a favor for her. And then
mods, if y'all don't start mods, y'all aren't working. Y'all are about to get fired.
Which I didn't even
about to fire all of
you guys. I didn't like. It wasn't. The town was like, oh my gosh, this is a PDF. No, because I'm a good person and people see that I'm a good person.
Yes, they say they don't make eye contact.
Obviously, as a bitch, but as a good person. So I didn't go through much on that. But the mom wanted to apologize to me as if I did, and wanted a favor from me.
So why? Yeah, this was after CPS was.
She already has admitted that she's deleting comments. She's deleting all negative comments. I think the person that was blocked is harassing her outside of the live. She already said she's deleting comments that are negative. She has her comments on reviews so that it doesn't allow any of these comments, and that she's not going to talk about this anymore. How old is your son now?
He's gonna be 15 in November.
Okay, so that was when her son was 2 months old. So what? So obviously we know that consent is consent, and that even
no, I
consent.
had no consent in it.
That's what, so you were. So why take a charge like that, knowing that it's a felony charge? Why would you be willing to take that charge?
Because it was me or him. Him as a child, him with a future me. I knew no matter what came out of it, I was good. I had my family. I had my child. And during the time, you guys, I was going through a custody trial with his father at the time of all of this as well. And if I was a PDF,
I mean, she said that the dad got custody for a little bit, so I wonder if it was because of this.
I don't think I
her son was like 4.
Custody.
Were you not scared that taking this charge though would change your custody?
No, because I knew my son's father. I knew he wasn't going to do anything that would harm my relationship.
The man that locked her in a room away from her child would have never done that.
And to be clear,
no, she paid child support to the foster family.
Cousin or something like that. Who we're talking about.
Okay. So Tiffany, thank you so much for the subscription. Let's clear this up. This is her son's father's cousin who we're talking about. So the minor is a cousin of her child's father. She also was screwing around with another person in that family that was a cousin as well. So that's 3 members of the family that she has intertwined herself with. She said the baby was in foster care for 4 months.
I'm trying to be gentle because I mean this is rough. This is, I mean, it's just hard for me because I definitely wouldn't take a charge for somebody if that happened. I understand that grape and all that is a difficult situation. I'm just trying to understand why you'd be willing to take a charge, especially going through a custody case and all of that. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to understand why they called the police in the first place.
People like today like to assume that I am a PDF, but I am a very large advocate for children. I wasn't about to it be my fault that a child's life is hanging on the line.
Okay.
Till this day, with the life I live right now, everything, if that whole instance happened, I would still fucking take the charge. If it is a fucking child and their frontal lobe is not developed and I am not a child that it's happening to, I would take the charge.
But what if it led to him doing it to somebody else? You know what I mean? Like that. And
I've thought about that. I have. But that's.
I mean, I guess that's my concern here is like, what if he, I mean, you can be in your teenage, I mean, teenagers have murdered and everything else. So what if it led to him doing it to somebody else? Like, I'm just trying to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's such an advocate and hero.
On my mind, obviously, if he did go out and do it to somebody else, I would feel guilty. Mm-hmm. But at the time, it wasn't. And even right now, I don't know. I just.
Mods, can you put the Discord link in the chat and pin it for everyone?
I'll take the charge if it's a child
that's subscribed.
So, has no excuse as to if it happens to somebody else. Their frontal lobe isn't fully developed.
So the cousin, so mom didn't call the cops, son didn't call the cops, some random person that was at the house called the cops. A cousin, you said?
No, so I actually ended up at her house. I woke up at her house. And she said she called the police, but I'm not sure who called the police first or if anyone else did, but I do know that she called the police.
And they called the police specifically because the fornication happened?
No, hers was because I was passed out and apparently I was crying to her. And she called the police and told them my friend's been raped by
There's that Discord link.
Cousin, whatever they are to each other.
She was So
But
someone
I can tell
said,
you if the mom called or what.
yeah, someone said,
Yes.
do you feel
we went over that with the confirmation is that the mother of the minor called the police. Then the police also talked with the cousin of the minor, who she claims that's whose house she went to, but that's not whose house she went to. And that person also gave text messages over where Heather was basically admitting what she had done. And then the friend that Heather went to stay with called the police later on and said that she felt like Heather was going to play the victim and that she thinks Heather is going to try to say that she was raped, but that's definitely not true.
like you were violated by him, or you just see it as he made a mistake?
I see it as he made a mistake. I was knocked out. I don't remember. All I can remember is the color of his underwear. His belt was brown. He had
There's nothing on the report saying that the cousin was raped. Yeah, nobody said that. I don't know who said that.
a silver thing on his belt that I don't remember anything physically happening to me.
So
Crazy.
I
Her
guess
name
for
is
me, it's like, I
Hideout.
have to look at it into like it's one or the other. Someone did a predatory thing in this situation, and I'm not like, this sucks that we're in this situation right now because this is hard for me too. And like for me, it's like either an adult slept with a kid or a teenager took advantage of someone and sought them out, and there was no previous flirtation, no nothing. Like, why did he, like, to me, that's a predator in that sense. If he is waiting for you to be knocked out, go to bed, come to a different house, you said it was not a part of the house, and he waited till you were completely out of it to do it. So you see what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm coming from in this is like, even though you took a charge for him, is he a, like, were we just, like, that doesn't seem like a
Yeah,
mistake.
the report said he wasn't wearing underwear because he
To
was.
this day, I would be fine with people saying, "Oh, you're a PDF," because all that is words. I'm not going to call him a predator. I'm not going to call him an assaulter or any.
Yeah, because you know he didn't do that.
He was a child, and
Was he intoxicated?
I don't think that he did anything like that.
Okay.
I don't think that he drank or anything.
Because I guess that's the other question is like, why would he have it's justified in his head that he could go and do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess that's where I'm at with it is if that, yeah, being a child does not excuse the behavior. I guess that's kind of what I'm saying is.
Yeah, and to y'all, that's like, and I understand that it's not excusable, but it's just, it's a child, it's a kid. That's
So
I don't think her
initially, what
current
did you
husband
tell
has
the
a
police?
TikTok.
I couldn't tell you because I cannot remember.
Did you go to the hospital?
No, I went to the police and did a mouth swab with them.
Just a mouth swab? They didn't do any other type of kit?
Her name is
No,
Homebody
because
Hideout.
I was not. So
She
when
is
I
a
spoke to the
TikTok.
police, you guys, I didn't speak to him that day. That I can remember, and I think I spoke to him the next night or the next day, and they're like, "Oh, come in." And I said, "Okay." So I went in, and that's when they did a mouth swab to me, and I just did not say he raped me because I wasn't.
Why did they do the mouth swab though? I'm confused what they would need that for.
No, you specifically said
They
you
did
weren't
the mouth
making a
swab in my
statement.
mouth.
Were they getting your DNA? I think that's the only thing. I don't know because I don't do forensic of that. So I don't know. That would be the only thing I would think that they were getting DNA or whatever. But so did he have a kit or anything done? Did they
I
get his
have no
DNA?
idea if he did. I have no clue.